Sports college football ready to roll in week 3. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the Army Black Knights. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Army's up. We'll go to work first. And here comes Cale Hellas. They have a lot of confidence that he can get them in the right play and make the right calls.
And they have got off to a great start. Coaches are so excited about their QB. Like, they're literally saying, we've got a chance against everybody we play. I know we're off the radar. We're not one of the Power 4 teams. But when you have a quarterback that can make everyone around you better, you can go beat some of the big boys. So far, Palmer, he's done an unbelievable job with this squad, like blending it together and really doing well.
Yeah, and they're being careful. They don't want to look too far ahead, but they know one spot is going to go to a non-Power 4 champion in this year's college football playoff, and they're obviously hoping it's them. If it is going to happen, it's going to be because of this guy. He's got to keep playing at a high level, though, each and every week, and I think that's the challenge. Very, very talented. The big question, can he stay consistent?
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Look out. There's some room. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Black Knights have this offense rolling. The give to the big fullback.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Handoff to the fullback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up.
Oh, he's got some space. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Black Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Sends it back in motion. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He breaks a tackle. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. So the Georgia State Panthers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Let's take a look at our impact players. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Jukes his way for more. All the the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Now on the counter, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice move there. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Brown wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Butler. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll send the back in motion. Fullback's got it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Creates a little space. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finding an escape route. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. Could be an alley. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Gets the back moving. Give to the big fullback. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The option look. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. The Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game we're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. Blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? They're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Black Knights will try to pick it up on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Give to the fullback. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Black Knights! Looking for the tie with the extra point. You know what? That's a bit of a trick play. Give it to the big guy. Let him tote that rock to the house.
It's a trick in college football now to even have a fullback in the game. Give it to the big fella. I'll tell you what, that's like tackling a tree stump. All legs, just big, stocky guy. Get in the end zone.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And he... done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
The give on the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Got his man. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Off play action. Quick step and go. Makes the catch. It's Riles. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Going to try to get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking left. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing, working that left side. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Might be calling a hot route. The give to the fullback. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Makes it past the marker. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. The offense changing the play. From the red zone, looking for a space. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense defines and stands on the result of the play. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Black Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Brown wants to pass. Gets open down the middle.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Gonna run it. It's Butler. Fights off a defender. At the 35, he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the...
Maybe some room here. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Black Knights offense will go to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Black Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Making side adjustments here. Running behind that left side. One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Mickey Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. And the Black Knights ready to kick it away first. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Georgia State's offense to go on the attack first. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Caught over the middle. It's Riles. Makes guys miss. That's what he does as he's out to the 20. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And that's exactly what Reese was just talking about. I mean, this dude can make plays, man. He puts the ball in the air. It gets where it needs to go. It gets to his guys pretty quickly.
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Here's a heat. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down.
He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field, they get on the scoreboard, David, and I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
Give to the fullback. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Keeps it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Slithers into space. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. Receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
They're going to ride this running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The run to the left. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes a catch. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the fullback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long.
On the option. He'll toss it. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Both men going for the ball, and it's intercepted.
And, man, you talk about the announcer jinx. Reese Davis in the flesh. He just gave it to you, right? Just highlighted this QB and how good he is, and he always makes plays for this offense, and he makes an early mistake. And what does that do, man? Got to give some life to this defense. Give them some hope. So you hope he doesn't make those kind of mistakes the rest of this football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. past the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Brown will throw it. Setting up the screen. Makes the grab in their space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Makes the grab, it's Anderson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Black Knights want to move quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, 3rd down, it wasn't the running back, it wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the first. Good execution, great decision-making, and the drive stays alive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got the back in the middle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's in open space downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. The give to the fullback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they've protected the football. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Brown wants to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Makes the grab. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. They punted away on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making checks. They'll send the back in motion. Handoff to the single back. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They'll run the option. The keeper on the option. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! There's nothing like seeing the hardest working guy on the offense get in for 6.
The big physical guy that blocks 99% of the time. You don't give him the ball very often. Reward the big fella for blocking his tail off. Gotta like that.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Got it, looking for a first. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Here's a little room there. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This time they'll go to the running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quarterback keeper. He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
A run for the quarterback. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Army!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Butler. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Black Knights offense will go to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Motion from the wideout. Go, go! Quarterback run is part of their game plan. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Black Knights in the hurry-up.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Pressure coming, trying to get away. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. On the move, he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Panthers. The defense putting points on the board.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the 1st half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking a pick 6 all the way to the house that could really end up costing them.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Finds a little space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. A designed run for the quarterback. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They've been running it, but now the pass. Finds his tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Black Knights are rolling down the field. On the move. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The big fullback's got it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
On the option. The option, he'll keep it. Got room to work. Showing off the arms. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Black Knights have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Motion from the back. Under fire. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. On the option. Pulls it and runs it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Black Knights! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
On the move. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They want to throw it. Bring in the heat. And he never had a chance.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Brown wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. On the ground with the counter. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Gets it to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Tie ball game here in the fourth.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Right back to the well. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to him. Finding some room. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Brown will throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. With the catch, it's Washington. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Butler. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their 1st pick here late in the game. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, what I can see here on the Army sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds us back in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Black Knights with the 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Maybe a crease. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. And the Black Knights will hustle to the line. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hand.
Touchdown, Army! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Got him downfield. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He wants a big play here late. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Inside, it's Butler. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
Brown wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Gotta find a completion on this one. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is a situation as a defense. The game's on the line. You gotta know the situation. A completion over the middle of the field to the 10-yard line. I tackle him. I get him on the...
A shot toward the end zone. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays.